Today's Monday, February 4th, and we need to put a kit in the vacuum pump on this tanker. It's just taking forever to fill up, and you lose pressure real quick when you're spreading. Yesterday we were hauling manure, and I just got the agitator hooked up and had it going down in the pit, and my dad was spreading. He already hauled 2 or 3 loads before I got the agitator down there, and as soon as I got the pit pretty well stirred, jumped out to hook the hose up for him, and when he drove by me, I could hear swooshing of air, and this back tire on the inside, I don't see, oh, there it is. You see the split right there. Anyway, air was shooting out of there. It's pretty much flat now. It's got another split there. So while we're waiting to get a tire for it, we're gonna do this kit. That's the 3rd tire since we got it that will be on it, or that we'll put on it. I think the last one was $1,200, so just like that, 1,200 bucks gone for a tire. And I'm gonna use a smaller Milwaukee on it, so I don't need those. $17mm. Okay, get that off. Set that there. I really have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm just going slow and trying to figure it out as I go. Find a, oh man. Yeah, Loctite on it. So just working on the vacuum pump and got a phone call and said skid steer's coming now. So I'm gonna come up here and get the gator ready for them to load it up. Should I put the ice pack in my cooler?
Yeah, I don't think it's enough though. I just got the one Yeti one.
Big one or the little one?
Long Yeti one.
Oh man, there's a bottle of vaccine in here. Damn. Oh well. Wife also brought me a coffee. Oh, it's hot. They just called like 2 hours ago and said it tomorrow. You know? And they called me and said, coming out. Whatever. Balls are stuck. Never mind, I got it. Everything looks good on it for them. We bought this, I don't even remember, like 8 years ago or so, off of auction. Might have been auction time. I don't remember if it was auction time or Big Iron or probably auction time. And they just happened to be here in town, and so we went and looked at it and ended up buying it for like $4,500 or something like that. It had, I think it had like 3,700 hours on it when we got it. It's got 7,500 on it now. Basically all it's done is fed calves and a few other minor things, but it's just time to be more efficient. Hopefully that's what the skid steer does for us, is just get us, you know, get everything done faster, easier. So we'll get back to work on that vacuum tank, and I don't know what time they're supposed to be here, but it sounded like it'd be shortly. So if anybody's been eyeballing this equipment in the back, we got two John Deere 946 Mocos, an Anderson wrapper, two 469 solid special balers, two 7200s. That was the first one we bought. Oh man, I was like in 5th grade when we bought that. So that had been 98, somewhere around there. And then we turned around and bought this one. When we first got these, we had two 10-foot disc mowers, and first had them on 3-point. Put them up 3-point hitches. We would go cut for 2 or 3 days and turn around and bale dry hay for 2 or 3 days. And then run 2 Vermeer rakes with those 2155s hooked up to them. And then we got those caddies, those new idea caddies. And we had those on the mowers for a while. But usually this tractor's got an air seat and it's got the post exhaust, so my older brother would get that one. I'd be stuck with this one. And we would go cut, you know, back then it would take us, we got one field that's 125 acres. It would take us about 4 days to cut it, and 3 or 4 days to cut that field. And so me and him would go cut all day long, and then once the hay that we cut was ready, we'd just keep cutting, and then once the hay was ready that we first cut, we would unhook them, hook them up to the balers, and start baling. Now with those Mocos, that same 125 acre field, if we were going to do dry hay, we can cut it one day. So those two mowers are 13 foot 2 inches. Well, for a long time we had 3 mowers, and the 10-foot New Idea mowers, and we would get 3 guys to go cut, and by that time we had that 7210 that's sitting over there and the 7200s, and we'd cut same thing, and then turn around and bale what we cut, but obviously. But then we got 3 Kuhn mowers that were trailed mowers, and we thought those were awesome, and we had those for, oh man, we bought them and then had a severe drought that summer. I think that was 2012, and then we cut with them 2013, and then ended up getting rid of them and getting these Mocos, and these 2 Mocos are equivalent to 4 of those. You can they pivot in the middle, so you can cut out the left side or right side. So we go around 6 times, go around the field 6 times, and then start going back and forth. It takes a little getting used to cutting on the left side, but you can swing the mower around a tree without even turning the tractor. That's pretty cool. So yeah. This 7410 we used to feed with that tractor. That tractor's got like 12,000 hours on it. And then 7210 sitting there. 7400 over there used to be a backup feed wagon tractor, but it just does whatever now. And then the 7220 there, that was a feed wagon tractor for a long time. Used to cut hay with it all the time too. So. That's what she said when I pulled up.
No.
I don't know. Okay, I was thinking if you had something, put on the cord on the new one. Taped up. Oh, they're doing the same thing? It's not a new one.
What?
It's not a, well, the piece fell off, but the tab right here's broke off. I was gonna do a little bit of an unboxing because that submersible pump came in today, and I put it in the gator, and I was gonna do it later. Before that could happen, the other pump went out again, so I went ahead and swapped them out. I got a short clip of that in there. I didn't get to explain much on it, but yeah, it is what it is. So I don't know if somebody opened that box and then just put it on there to resell it or what, but it wasn't used. But it looked like the box had been opened. But anyway, 50 bucks, can't beat it, I guess. So at the end of the day, I didn't have to feed bottles today. They're putting out bottles right now. We didn't get very far on the vacuum pump, and we're pretty sure they sent us the wrong kit. So I need to look into on that. Group 1 here is just leaving the feed lane, and I don't even know what time it is. It's 7 o'clock. Skid steer showed up, gator left. I didn't really film the skid steer that much. We've never owned one, so didn't want to embarrass myself or embarrass anybody else. But with the dozers and the track hose and all these tractors we got, give us an hour on it and we'll be good. And I'll do some filming on that, and we got to get some fabrication done on the feed pusher and then also the tire scraper. Then once everybody's gotten adjusted to it and are pretty good with the joysticks and everything, then we'll start using it on the feed lane. I think we need to get out in the open and get some practice. Case, my 6-year-old, is dying to drive it. I don't know if we're gonna let him right off the bat. He's gonna need a little practice first, but anyway, with all that being said, I don't even know how much I'm gonna use of this video because I didn't really do a good job videoing today. But thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And hopefully tomorrow we'll get something done. We're supposed to get the fertilizer, so we'll see.